of product I. So far 14 units have been completed. The first unit total hours worked is 240. Direct labor hours have been recorded for the 14 units. So we can say that if 6,000 are for the total unit is 30, we can just now divide by the 30 units, or else we can just divide by the 4 weeks, which just is per week. So we say that this is 6,000 divided by 4 weeks, because this is per 4-week operating period. This will give us what? And this one again you divide by 30 units, because we're producing 30. So this is going to be 6,000 divided by 4 is 1,500 divided by 30, this 50 shillings. 50. So the total here will be 50 plus 6.69 plus 80.28 plus 30 is giving us shillings 166.97. Now this is the unit cost. Total cost per unit is 166.97 as we have been asked. Now this one is actually a case of approaching it from the per unit perspective. Material, labor, everything's per unit, and therefore we just need these 13 points. Otherwise, if you are doing total statement of total cost, we would have taken for one, and then now we do the materials, the fixed overhead, the overhead of everything to be in total, and by so doing you get the total amount. Then you can divide by the number of units, which is 30, and all that. Now what about the fate of the current production? We have produced 14 units, and the number of hours that have been used are 240. Probably we may want to know maybe the variance. That's just something extra, is not part of the requirement. But if we talk of standard hours for 14 units, this would be 30, not 30, but we have 40. For the 40 in bracket 14, 0.678. These are the standard hours. This 40 is the number of hours for the first unit. Then you have 14 units that you are producing, and the power, which is positive, shows the total number of hours that we should be producing or should be using. This is 40 multiplied by 14 raised to power 0.678 is giving us, let's say, 239.4. This is a 239.4 hours. What about the actual? Hours is 240. So we can see that we do have an adverse variance. So current variance. Now this one is current labor efficiency. Variance will be the standard rate you multiply by the standard hours minus the actual hours. The standard rate is what we are spending per hour, and as long as for labor itself is just 6 bob, this is 6 shillings, we take that to be the actual and also the standard. This is shillings 6 multiplied by the 239.4 minus 240. This is just 0.6. In fact, this is just 0.6 multiplied by, so 0.6 multiplied by 6 is shillings 3.6. This is adverse. Adverse because we have overused. We were to use 239.4, but we have used 240. That means that we have used higher by. But that's not that bad, because we still have some more units. We have actually the 16 units more to go. What happens should you want to address the balance of stock? If you want to address the balance of production, the total hours for 30 units we have done is already 401. This is 401.37. V less the actual hours used, actual hours for 14 units to 40. So we expect the standard hours here, standard hours for 16 units that we have not produced shall be what? If you do the calculation, shall be 401.37 minus 240. This is 161.37. That is what we expect to use. But of course, again, even if you are to take the 401, you subtract these 239, you still have the 0.6 that is affecting. But at least we can know that the hours that we are left with to make sure that we operate within the 401 are 161. We must make sure that the 16 units that are yet to be done, they are done within what? The 161.37 hours. Should we surpass this again, we are going to have an adverse variance. We have recorded an adverse variance already of 0.6. We may report if we use more than 161. But should we use less than 161 hours, automatically we are going to report a favorable variance. And ultimately, it may be a favorable or adverse depending with the second production of 16 units. That's all about this question. And we've come to the end of this revision. Now, just to encourage and to give you some emphasis, there are the revision partner books. Now, these revision partner books, they have various questions. And if you look at even the revision of those questions, we have questions in different topics. We have solutions at the end of that book. So you are supposed to do many examples because practice makes perfect. When you do more questions, you get exposed. So manifested publishers have actually come to your aid and are actually making sure that you get a lot at your disposal for you to get more exposure, and therefore make use of these materials that are being sold or they are being given to you and at a little fee, and therefore you are going to be better students when it comes to these units and in CPA. So from me, I just wish you the best as we wait. This is November 2018. As we wait for the coming May 2019, which we are going to revise. But I'm expecting that you'll have completed your studies if you are a candidate for this year, May 2019. But of course, encourage your sisters and brothers who will be doing in the coming sittings to still use our materials, that at least they can get more exposed. That's all. May God bless you and thank you, everyone.